Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have Cubone Bone in Generation 1. This run is going to be one of the hardest runs we have ever done here on the channel. I kind of was hoping to look up a time that was comparable to this one, but unfortunately I kind of ran out of time. My own fault. I was doing something else, and then last minute I was like, I'm curious what other people are doing. I only saw Gym Leader Matt's video, and he got a 5 hour in like 30 something like that game time, and he plays at 3 times speed, so 4 times speed. Obviously you're gonna add plenty of time to that. So yeah, this one's gonna be rough. I already put the over under at literally second to last place. So I'm not putting a goal on this one because I'm not doing a third run. There's just no way. When it comes to a run like this, I think we're just gonna do the Gen 2 mentality, where we're just gonna do all the training and we're just gonna hope for the best. Gym Leader Matt had to be like level 80 for the end of the game, so we're going to probably need the training anyways. So yeah, the hard part about this one is actually kind of figuring out where to teach certain moves. Ironically, we get some pretty decent coverage, which is just crazy to think about, because this is just, this is just a Rocky boy. But oof. I want to teach rest, but like I don't want to teach rest too early, so I mean, Gym Leader Matt also had both dig and earthquake, which I assume was for PP reasons. So yeah, I really don't know what would be the best course of action, but you know what, we're gonna find out. All right, let's go ahead. Oh right, and just like Gen 1, they gave us plenty of defense, because that is just something Gen 1 just doles out to everything. Tangela, give it a shitload of defense. Onyx, give it a shitload of defense. They just love handing out defense to everything that looks like a rock, or just brown in general. Regardless, the rest of our stats not too great, but it is what it is. In fact, will be such a high level that the medium fast level up group might actually be slightly better than the medium slow, except for obviously the early game. So we'll see how this goes. This is going to be, I truly have no idea how this is going to go. Plenty of you guys appear to be voting the over, but remember, the over is 150. It is a pretty hefty amount of time. Like 150 gives me enough time to just pretty much do all of the training that I can possibly think of, and then just kind of luck my way past some of the harder battles. Like, I mean, I would consider this Pokemon somewhat close to Sandshrew, except for the fact that Sandshrew gets Slash, but Sandshrew got 112. This is 150. Do we really think that this is 40 minutes worse than Sandshrew? Oh, we're about to find out. I don't remember what Sandshrews stats are, but it must not have had anywhere near 50 attack. So I guess we'll just have to find out. Anyways, let's go ahead and swap over. All right. Got moved around a little bit. Oh, it is not recognizing the window. Fantastic. Gotta love that. Let me fix that real quick. Oh, not that window. Oh, I see. It was set on Dolphin because of our previous stream. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and start the vertical stream real quick. All right. Hello, everybody on the vertical stream. If you want to see the stats and moveset, make sure to go ahead and check out the horizontal stream. For now, we're going to go ahead and get started. Our nickname choice is coming up. Our nickname you can get your nickname selected by going on the poll. This poll was from 2 weeks ago when we were actually probably going to pick Rhyhorn, and then somehow out of nowhere we took a bye week off and Cubone took the lead. So now we're playing Cubone. Anyways, half of the nicknames were for Rhyhorn, so we have just a handful of nicknames here for Cubone. But our nicknames are going to be chosen from Dig Dug, Punisher, Club, and Orphan. We have 4 nicknames to choose from. I think I like Orphan, and I don't know, for some reason it's really funny thinking about the Punisher. I think it's because of the Cubone mask kind of looks like the Punisher a little bit. So I think we'll go with Punisher 1 and Orphan 2. I always pick the shorter nickname for the second run. Right, and start our timer after we pick up our Pokemon and nickname it. I'll get to the comments in just a moment. We've got a little bit of training to do, so we got some time to read comments. All right, and our nickname is On Ish. Sure. All right, and we start our timer. All right, how have I been? That is an interesting question. I'm doing okay. I know we pretty much took last week off, which is unusual for me. But I bought 2,300 or 2,200 Yu-Gi-Oh cards last week, and I was essentially alphabetizing them and putting them in our new favorite format. So I had a very boring week, mostly just trying to remember how the alphabet is spelled and watching football all weekend. So what format? We're playing something, it is called Cube. It is a format that pretty much is no format. Basically, you play with the cards that you have. You put them in a cube, and then at that point, you just kind of take 9 cards from the cube. You put them in a pack. And by a pack, you mean just a stack of 9 cards. And then you put 9 more cards in a stack, and then another 9 cards in a stack. And then eventually you get to well, we've been doing 10 cards. I looked it up. It's supposed to be 9, but anyways, I was doing 10 cards per stack. And we did 8 stacks, so we would draft 40 cards. And we would allow ourselves to put 10 of the cards in the sideboard. Now, we've been experimenting with the cube quite a bit. Originally, the cube was it also goes without saying, the reason for the cube was that modern Yu-Gi-Oh is just not fun anymore. Like, it's just not fun at all. There's just too much combos, too much like timing. It's just not fun at all. These cards are all old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like for instance, a good card in this cube that we've made, a good card is called Rush Recklessly, and what it does is it is a quick play spell, and it adds 700 attack to your creature till the end of the turn. That is literally a good spell. Trap Hole, good spell. A lot of interesting cards that are good in this format, because this is like old Yu-Gi-Oh. 1800, 1900 attack monsters. These are the base of the format. Summon Skull is a good one sack monster. You know, that we went real old school with our cube. But now we've been experimenting. Last week I got rid of the fire, water, and wind monsters. So then the cube was only made of earth, light, and dark. So it was hopefully to narrow down some of the cards so you can build it. You can kind of make build arounds, and it was working. And this week I've decided to narrow it actually down to light and dark. Just light and dark. So that way there are more build around combos. Like there is a card that I have. It is called Photon Sanctuary. It summons 2 tokens that have 2000 attack, 0 defense in defense mode, and you are allowed to sacrifice those tokens for only a light monster. So if this is a cube format where we have light and dark monsters, there's a good chance you might actually have a 2-sack light monster in your hand. So now you can start building around little combos like that, which is really fun. All right, I don't remember exactly what level I needed to be from watching Gym Leader Matt. He said he wanted to be level 13 for Brock, but I think level 10 now is probably going to be good enough for the forest. Yeah, I know. Well, it doesn't necessarily matter what generation the card came from. It matters what it does, and what it does is it helps me sacrifice for a light monster. Some old cards can be, or some new cards can be beneficial to old cards. But and then my boss, me and him play. So one of the cards that he added to the cube was called Dark Arm Dragon. Apparently the nickname is called Dad, and you can summon it if you got 3 dark monsters in your grave, and that's kind of a hard thing to do unless your draft is made of light and dark monsters. So essentially we've got it to light and dark monster is basically what the draft is going to be. And you know what? I think it really works. I may consider working on another draft where it's comprised of, like, I don't know, the other 4 types or something like that. But for now, this light and dark thing is really cool. I think light and dark are probably 2 of the more unique types, or 2 of the more common types, at least common build around types. I wonder if I can beat the Light Years Junior Trainer. Might be hard with Sand Attack out there. Yeah, Area 91. We wanted it to... So, like I said, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, the games end on, like, turn 2 or 3. And that's just not fun. And there's just too many combos. We wanted the games to be, like, you know, 10, 15, 20 turns. Also, another cool thing, Area 91, that doesn't get mentioned is all these banned cards are not banned anymore. Like, there is a card called... oh, crap, I can't remember. But anyway, there's this goat that when it dies, it makes 2 tokens. There's this, like, sunflower. When it dies, it makes 2 tokens. Let's see. There are, obviously, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity. These are all cards in our draft because these are not OP cards in the draft, because the draft is filled with weak cards. These are not OP. They're just normal good cards, which is fun. Like my boss, he religiously drafts Pot of Greeds. Like, if he sees a Pot of Greed, it's immediately gone. Like, he'll first pick Pot of Greed. I will never even see Pot of Greed. Here's the thing, though. He uses Pot of Greed in every single draft, and when he needs it, it doesn't come through. Like, unfortunately, if your deck is comprised of cards that are not great, it doesn't really matter if you get 2 of them. So it's a little bit of a balance in trying to figure out what. Oh crap. Yep, I should have saw that coming. Oh, well, Area 91's 30 cards. We draft 40 and then we play 30. The idea is that in Magic drafts, it's the same thing. In Magic, I think you draft 45 cards and you play 30. But to be fair, in Magic, 17 of those cards are land. So, a little bit different. But we just made our first ban last week. So, like how I said with the whole light and dark thing, one of the reasons why we did the whole light dark thing was there's a card called Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, and there's another one called Chaos Emperor, whatever. And to summon these, you remove one light monster and one dark monster from your graveyard, and you can special summon it, and it's a 3,000 attack monster. And I think the Blackluster Soldier was able to get rid of like one thing on the field per turn or something like that. And the Chaos Emperor was able to get rid of cards from your hand and cards onto the field, essentially leaving your opponent naked. And unfortunately, we had to ban both of those cards because my boss was able to play play both of those, and unfortunately, it instantly won him the game. And so we decided to make some of our first bans. We also got rid of a whole bunch of useless cards, but obviously you don't need to know about the useless cards. But the other card we banned was Blackluster Soldier. And you're probably thinking, but that's not even a good card. This is a 3,000, 2,500 card with no effects. The reason why we banned it was because we decided that ritual monsters were going to be too difficult to summon, because you would have to draft both ends of the ritual. So if you have the ritual monster, assume the ritual monster is the ritual spell too. But unfortunately, it just turned out that the ritual, a 3,000, 2,500 creature that you don't have to do 2 physical sacrifices for is too OP. It doesn't have any effects, but it's just too OP. So yeah, we're kind of figuring out the balance of what's too good, but so far those are 3 bans. Recently my boss did he bought a whole bunch of Jinzos, and we've added that to the draft now. So our whole draft has got like 5, 6, 7 Jinzos in the list. Oh crap, I just realized something. I can't defeat the Zubat. How in the world can I defeat the... Oh, I'm gonna have to use up all my PP to defeat the Zubat. Yeah, Area 91. The Banish one thing was just too strong. In a format where you need Mystical Space Typhoon is like one of the better cards in the whole entire format. That being able to do that every single turn on command is just too strong. Also, I recently added like 10 more black holes and like 5 more heavy storms. So now we have get rid of all creatures in the field, get rid of all spell or traps in the field, so it's gonna be very fun. Oh right, MVF, I forgot. Yep, good job keeping us on point. Yes, Mega Punch. I almost forgot. Actually, I shouldn't say almost forgot. I absolutely forgot. But to be fair, I was doing all this training, and by the time I had gotten to Mega Punch, I would have remembered. That's the thing. We've actually had Heavy Storm in Dark Hole for a while now, and they're not busted. They just keep you honest. So, like, you could easily just get rid of all the cards in your hand and put them on the field, so you know it looks like you have like 5 traps. the threat of heavy storm means that, you know, you only put the cards on the field that you think you need. So essentially it keeps people honest, but it's not OP at all. In fact, there were times where I had 2 traps on the field and I had heavy storm in my hand, and I couldn't use heavy storm because I didn't want to lose my own traps. Well, I had top decked it when the 2 traps were already on the field. Crap, I just realized I don't think I battled I didn't battle. Yeah, I didn't battle the first rocket. Oh, I'm down to 8 bone clubs. I really probably should hold on to some of these. I should probably also potion up at least once. Oh, water gun. I completely forgot to pick up water gun. Let's see. Is water gun necessary? I don't think water gun's all that necessary. Hey, it would be helpful, especially for coverage. Yeah, if it was the only water coverage I could get, I'd probably go back for it, but considering we can get bubble beam, I think we'll just leave things the way they are currently. Hey Boss KO, welcome to stream. Okay, still need to get that sand shrew. All right. Actually remember to use the great ball this time. Didn't matter. Cool. All right, we're already level 20. That is probably the best we're going to be for the rival. Okay, no sand attack. And miss sand attack. Oh, hit sand attack. Darn it. You've caught up to the super nerd part? Oh, it gets nerdier. Oh, I missed a bone club. Bummer. Oh, then I missed a mega punch. And then I got a crit. Wow, that's crazy. Why did I pick up the helix fossil? Because I'm completely and utterly incapable of picking up the dome fossil. Hello, Celebi. Welcome to the stream. Even when I need to pick up the dome fossil, I still can't pick it up. Darn it. Sometimes I completely forget that that the Weedle is the one I should be using bone clubs on, and not both of them because of the poison typing. What do I mean by the whole stuff? Even when I need to pick it up, I forget. I meant when I was playing the Nuzlocke, I could not for the life of me pick up the correct fossil. Like, I actually needed to pick up the dome fossil because Omastar is not very good. Well, I shouldn't say Omastar is not very good. The reason why is that the Kabutops is one of the very few users in the game that can actually learn Swords Dance. So in a Nuzlocke, where you can only use all of the TMs once, it's really nice to have something that can use Swords Dance when nothing else can use Swords Dance. Oh my god, I keep missing all of these early Mega Punches, and it's causing me to miss all these late game Mega Punches. Okay. Well, 2 trainers down, gotta go heal again. Right, Annie. Plus, not a lot of rock types are capable of using Swords Dance, nor are a lot of water types capable of using Swords Dance. So truly, it is a unique Pokemon to be able to utilize Swords Dance. Yes, Linfate. We might need to save after like every 2 trainers. So just from what I saw from Gym Leader Matt's video, this is truly an F tier Pokemon. So if you're like, why are you being completely and utterly over leveled for Surge when you can easily defeat it with Bone Club? It's because I need to be as high level as possible for Misty. Not exactly Surge, but in general, it would be very great if I could just be as high level as humanly possible for most of the battles. Like, look, I'm about to have to go back and heal again. All right, well, this Onix doesn't have Bide, so that's like the only way we could lose. I know I have those potions still, but I have a feeling I may need those potions after we complete Nugget Bridge, and we don't want to heal in the Vermilion Pokemon Center, so I might need them for there, because walking back is kind of out of the question. Or just in general, just it's really good to have those potions. Even if I don't use them, selling them for money is not that bad of an idea either. The goal is to get to level 30, which might be a little too difficult, but we want to get to level 30, and the reason why 30 is because level 30 will allow us to 2-shot the Starmie with Seismic Toss here. Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough trainers to really get myself to level 30. But, I mean, we'll figure that out for the second run. For now, we'll go ahead and just battle most of the trainers, just to see if getting to level 30 is even possible. Yeah, Bone Club has been very disappointing accuracy-wise. It has the same accuracy as Mega Punch, and that's probably all we need to say. Oh, I forgot to pick up the Ether. Probably gonna need the Ether. Dig. My problem with Dig is that she's gonna outspeed us. And the other problem with Dig is that if either of those 2 turns she uses X defend, then Dig's effectiveness is just gonna go down to 0. But I understand what you mean. Stab Dig is very, very powerful. Darn it. Okay, woke up pretty early. That's good. All right, let's get a move that we can actually rely on. So let's see. We've got 2 Ethers. So that's good. No sand attack. Oh wait, I'm faster than Pidgey? Wow, that's how over leveled we are. Actually, now that I think about it, there's no way I'm gonna have to heal here in the Pokemon Center and just have to use the bike all the way back to Cerulean. There's no way I can just battle all of the trainers in this area with a measly 10 digs. Like there's really no choice. I must use dig. Like every opportunity available. You guys saw how inaccurate Bone Club was. Oof. Of course. I tried to save PP and used a Mega Punch. Missed the Mega Punch. Hey, MUFC Zone, welcome. Been a while since I've seen you. Oh, a while since I've seen you, actually. Okay. Getting level 30. There's quite a road ahead of us to get to level 30. I'm not sure we can make it. We might have to battle some wild Pokemon at some point, because I think we can make it to 29. Never mind. I think we could probably make it. There's a lot of trainers on the SSN now that I think about it. Okay, that was a lot scarier than I originally anticipated. I wonder if I should consider battling that guy that's south of us, because that guy's got Poliwag and I think Poliwhirl. I will definitely save in front of him. I want to say they both have Bubble at this point, so they're probably not super strong. Yeah, Bubble. Okay. All right, I completely forget what this guy has. Nice. Okay, I don't know why I was ever worried. We're definitely going to make it to 30. Again, we're not going to level 30 for like damage rounding reasons. We're going to level 30 solely because that is how much damage we need in order to Seismic Toss Misty Starmie. Okay. One of the big downsides to this Pokemon is that we just don't have some coverage that would feel very helpful. Specifically, I'm talking about Rock Slide. If we had Rock Slide, I think things could probably be quite a bit better for this Pokemon. I'll see if Ice Beam can handle some of the Rock Slide coverage, but I don't think it can. Oh, well, that's always great to hear, MUF, that the people who watch the VODs, they don't comment. And sometimes I wonder if people even watch them at all. And I know you're probably thinking, well, of course they watch them. Look at the view counts. The view counts are right there. You can easily see that people are watching them. But, you know, when nobody says anything, it gets in your head that nobody's watching them. Does Cubone gain access to Rock Slide in a later gen? I actually have no idea. I know Cubone in Gen 2 has the chance of holding a thick club, which like makes Cubone go from like just an okay Pokemon to a really good Pokemon. All good. Thank you, Wes, for showing up to another stream. Appreciate it very much. Oh, no sand attack? Heck yeah. I wonder if some of the training is actually avoidable if we can make it. Well, 690 XP is not that much. I feel like we pretty much needed everybody that we had battled. I will skip some of the trainers in here because they're just like, you know, they're basically Machops and Poliwags and Tentacools for the most part. Oh, hold on. When we make it back for Surge, we'll at least have the bike, so the time it takes to get back here won't be nearly as long as it took to get here. Oh, also M19. Okay. You know, one thing I am really excited to do soon is doing a top like 10 video. I really want to finish all of the Pokemon in Gen 1 so I can start making like top 10 videos. Because I think there's something that people love are top 10 videos. Oops. Oh, that seemed odd. I think people really, really like top 10 videos. Like, I think they do well. And what kind of credibility do all these random people on the internet have? I mean, they don't have a lot of credibility, but I will have literal footage of me doing all of these solo runs for the top 10s. So it doesn't really get much better than straight up already having the footage. Be like, oh, you know, I would rank Marowak higher, but unfortunately it really doesn't do well in this matchup, and then I show footage of the top of the part where it struggles that I had in the past. I don't like it when people make videos and then they just say things and they don't have any reason to back it up. Okay, so according to my overlay, we don't get Thunderbolt, which is quite surprising considering all of the other moves that we can learn. Exactly. My source is that I made it up. Oh, hold on. I don't have repels yet. That could be a problem. Bubble Beam. Yep, we'll keep Bubble Beam for now. We'll keep the potions for now. You know, like, for instance, all right, people are going to be like, why is Starmie, you know, ranked so low on your top 10 water types video, you know? Like, this is going to be a real good example. Why is Starmie ranked so low? Well, the reason why Starmie is ranked so low is because Starmie has a really, really bad matchup against this trainer right here. This trainer right here is shockingly super hard for Starmie. And Lapras is basically identical to Starmie, but the difference is Lapras gets body slam and Starmie doesn't. And it makes a really big difference. I'm going to put off learning Bubble Beam. I think there might be a better time and place for Bubble Beam at some point. How much HP you get? 38? Darn it. True. Some of the footage is not going to be good for those early runs, but at least having any footage is good. Oh, I mean, I can tell you why, Annie. One of the creators of Pokemon, their favorite Pokemon is Marowak. So Marowak was given the god treatment as far as TMs and move coverage. Like it shouldn't get like most of the coverage that it has, but it does for that one reason. Crap. I sometimes forget this trainer's even here because I never battle them. Oh, that's funny. That's even funnier. So there's a lot of trainers in here I could easily have beaten, and I didn't. And the reason is because I think my only hard matchup right now is going to be the Gyarados on Rival 4. Other than that, I think we're probably pretty good for a while. And I'd rather push the training to essentially cycling road, I think. I think it's cycling road things could get a little bit better. Now, one of the problems that I have right now is that I have 39 speed, and I need 45 to outspeed the Ghastlies. So I'm going to buy quite a few Carbos. I'm going to buy at least 3 Carbos. And possibly get one more level. Oh, well, I'll get the one level from the rival. But maybe 3 Carbos will make a difference. Oh, right. Also, Double Edge. I personally don't think I'll use Double Edge, but Gym Leader Matt did use Double Edge, and it's better to have and not need than to not have at all. Also, there's a nugget right here, so, you know, extra nugget. Every dollar matters, so I'm grabbing like all these TMs, even though I don't really plan on completing this area. All right. Now let's... All right, one more. There we go. I just need to make sure not to actually sell double edge. I don't generally have it, so I'm not used to having it on me. All right, bubble beam. We'll keep bubble beam. Nuggets. TM10. 2 and 7. All right, let's get our 8 super repels. Actually, no, we're getting 10 super repels because we're doing the power plant this time. Two Pokedolls. All right, we will be keeping rock. We'll be keeping ice beam. All right. 49. 48. All right, 3 carbos. All right, and 2 protein. No, make that 3 protein. And no calcium. Okay. Now here's the thing. We might have done a little bit too much training, so my whole don't buy 4 carbos, don't buy 4 protein rule might not be a good rule because we did too much training. We'll figure that out in the second run though. The reason why you don't buy like too much like carbos or protein is because they have free carbos and free protein in the later parts of the game, and you don't want to be maxed out by the time you get there. All right, we unfortunately did not get to 45 speed. Okay, well, I should have saw that coming. So we need a Hydro Pump miss no matter what. On top of trying not to get hit by Sand Attack. It's crit so many times. Oh my god. Oh, that's really bad. I can't 2-shot. The Gyarados at 45 speed? Okay, well, you know what? We'll come back when we outspeed the Gyarados. Okay, so what I'm hearing is I do in fact need to add the trainers in Mount Moon next time, or sorry, Rock Tunnel next time. I am trying to prevent as many resets as humanly possible by doing all this extra training. Unfortunately, it's still not going to be enough. But at the very least, I can get myself to 46 speed. At 46 speed, being able to go before the Gyarados will at least allow me the chance to like get the paralysis on top of the Hydro Pump miss. All right, 44 speed. Still not going to be there. All right, I picked up a PP up. 2 PP ups, right. Okay. All right, I am 19 items on me. I really shouldn't have this many ethers, but I do plan on doing all of the bikers after we get the Sylph Scope. And that's going to require a lot of ethers. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, one of these trainers does me in? Oh, no. We got 45 speed on the nose? Darn it. Now that means we need another level. What level do I think Cubone will need for the league? I mean, I have no idea what level I think Cubone's going to need, but I do know from watching Gym Leader Matt's video that he did it at level 80. So, I think it goes without too much backstory, but it will be very hard. And also, he used Double Edge on his run, too, so it's going to be even harder than that if I don't plan on using Double Edge. Crash, no thank you. Okay, at this point, since I'm already here and already halfway through the cave, I guess I might as well just go ahead and finish off the 2 in this room. Really? Okay, well, 1 Geodude. And of course I missed. Okay, dig it up. Up on, dig it. Dig it up on. You guys ever watch that movie Hulls? I really, really like that movie. I read the book and watched the movie, and it's probably the best movie adaptation to a book as possible. And the reason why is because it's basically identical to the movie. Like, they basically didn't remove anything from the book. I mean, they removed a few things, obviously, because, you know, time and whatnot. But, like, it's basically, the movie is basically to use the book as the script. Okay, well, now we're not really going to be worried about the Ghastlies now that we're going to outspeed. Oh. Okay, well. Good thing I outsped that one. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those, you should use the book, or like the book is always better kind of people. In fact, I actually really don't like it when people say like, oh, the book was way better. I really do like it when the book is different than the movie. It's like, how should I put it? Haven't you ever watched something and you're like, man, I really, really like this. I would like to get more of this content. Well, when somebody does something slightly differently, it's like, oh, this is like an alternative universe. You know, this is what could have happened, you know, if they went about it slightly differently. I actually like that when the plot is slightly different. Huh, I don't remember that part, but to be fair, it's been 15 years since I read the book and watched the movie. Well, probably not 15 years since I watched the movie. I've watched the movie like 8 times. They put it on, they had it on Disney Channel a lot. You know what's really funny? That was probably one of Shia LaBeouf's like early movies before people knew him for Transformers. Like this is back when he wasn't famous. Amanda, what am I doing? I am playing a game of Pokemon Red and Blue using only a Cubone. Cubone is a very bad Pokemon, so we're just like, we're doing the best we can. Yeah, it is very hard. If I recall from watching a person do it before me, Gym Leader Matt, his I think he's got this rated as an F tier Pokemon, which means that it's really, really, really bad. Like, it cannot be overstated how bad. Its stats are very low. Its weaknesses are quite abundant. And its speed keeps it from being able to pretty much have an easy matchup against anything, because everything gets to go first, unless you're incredibly over leveled like we are right now. To be fair, our moveset is not the best right now. We still have Bone Club, but the reason why I'm still holding on to Bone Club isn't because I want Bone Club or Bone Club's any good or like I can use it as a backup if I run out of digs. The reason why is because I kind of have like 5 TMs right now and I don't know what I should use for that slot, but I know that I need to use something on that slot. So it's like I've got Double Edge, I got Bubble Beam, I got Ice Beam. So I got a whole bunch of moves that I can use on that slot, but I'm kind of waiting for that golden matchup where I'm like, oh no, I'm screwed. And it's like, all right, but I have the move for this matchup, and then I can teach it over Bone Club. What gym am I on? I guess if you look at the top right, I have 3 badges currently. So I guess technically I'm on Erica, but Erica's not gonna be the next gym I do. I'm gonna be doing Koga next, so I guess we'll be on Erica for a while. Erica's gonna be one of the harder gym leaders to beat. All right, I got 4 digs left. All right, 1 muck. The trainer slightly below this one has got 1 muck and 1 wheezing. Nope, not this one. All right, we'll keep the digs for the 1 muck, 1 wheezing guy. Maybe it's this guy? Yeah, this is okay. Okay, and the muck has got oh, the other muck had minimize. This one didn't. Interesting. All right, another ether. This is why we held all these ethers, because there's so many trainers over here. I didn't want to have to go heal. Is it a Nuzlocke? No. We've had Cubone faint 5 times now, by the reset counter over there. We just can't use any items in battle, and we can't use any other Pokemon in battle. Obviously, we have to have other Pokemon to use HMs, but we're not allowed to use them. Like, if our Cubone dies, we gotta start over from our last save. Speaking of save, we haven't saved in a while. All right. The PP ups are going to be used on Earthquake. Crap. Dang it. There we are. The PP ups will be used on Earthquake, but we're not going to teach Earthquake until we get to Blaine. The reason why is Blaine is about the last area. I think I actually battled everybody. There might be one trainer in the grass above us that I missed, but I think that's fine to miss them. Oh, that's a really good example. MUFC zone. Lord of the Rings was one of those movies that I absolutely loved the changes that they made, because it gave me two entirely different. Okay, well, two entirely different things. Like I can read the movie if I want a lot more detail, or I can read the book if I want a lot more detail. I can watch the movie if I'm just in it for a good time. Wait, do I still have like the potions? Because like my space right now is not great. Okay, well, we're just gonna get rid of the max potion. We will keep the full restore. I'm gonna need space. Oh, I have the repel still. That's not good. How in the world did I not drop that repel? Okay. Oh, one protein. Okay, we used our one protein. See, here's one of the problems with buying those 3 proteins that we bought earlier. There is now one protein that we are unable to use in all right. Oh, we're still holding on a TM18 counter. That's not good. Should have sold that ages ago. But now there's a TM in the Silphco that we are going to be unable to use. Not TM. One protein that we are going to be unable to use. All right, we still have not figured out if we want Ice Beam, Double Edge, Bubble Beam. I think we have one more. Rest. Yeah. So right now our moves are like our bag is really tight. On our second run, when we figure out those moves, the bag will be less of a problem on the second run, but right now the bag is a real problem. In fact, I think I should probably even make a trip to the Pokemon Center to deposit a lot of our bad items, because we're going to be constantly running into this bag problem. This is not something I typically do on a run. Normally, I just deal with whatever problems come up with the bag, but this is a run where I don't know what items I'm gonna need, and I'm gonna be holding on to a lot of items. Oh, also I should train. I know that we could probably easily beat Koga right now, but training. Oh god, I got 10% confused and still managed to hit. Nice. And then hit myself, and then hit myself. But we saved. That was the important thing. Interestingly enough, MUFC, one of the things that I don't know how to feel about in Lord of the Rings is the whole eye. Like, because I grew up watching Lord of the Rings and knowing that Sauron is the eye, I can only picture Sauron as the eye. Even though I've also read Lord of the Rings 3 times via audiobook, two times with the really cool audiobook with the sound effects and whatnot, and one time with just a person who reads it, I still don't remember how Sauron is portrayed. It's been a while. I want to say it's been at least 3 years since I read the book. Let's see, 2022. Oh, right. Maybe a little bit longer than 3 years. No, he's definitely not an eye in the book. Did I really already battle that guy? Wow. My memory is not the greatest. I keep over preparing. I feel like I've did a whole extra heal that I should not have done. Oh well. I don't really think Koga's gonna be that much of a problem, but everybody else is gonna be a problem. Rival 5 is gonna be like our biggest test coming up. There's not much we can really do to stop ourselves from sucking at that battle. Rival 5 is just gonna be super hard. The Venusaur will have two chances to Razor Leaf me. Obviously, there's a good chance I'm not able to two-shot the Gyarados. And if I'm unable to two-shot the Gyarados, I might have to teach Double Edge. I really don't want to have to teach Double Edge, but I might have no choice. Darn it. I was really hoping I'd be able to get away with that. The next trainer's got 3 Pokemon, then it's 1 Pokemon, and then it's 2 Pokemon. So it's 6. So I needed to make sure that I had 1 dig. 1 extra dig. So that's why I didn't use a dig there on that Machop. We still have so much training to do in Sylph. I want to say that Gym Leader Matt fought Rival 5 at level 54. So we're gonna have a lot of time, and even he required the Gyarados to get a Hydro Pump miss, and he I think also required the Venusaur to use Vine Whip and Leech Seed. So yeah, that's how luck involved that battle is going to be. There's not much that we can really do to improve. So as you can see, we cannot take the Carbos or the protein. So we bought 1 too many Carboses and proteins earlier. Although I think the Carbos is probably still necessary. I probably should have still not battled this guy. Unless I'm faster than all of them. The reason why is that I really should get to the 9th floor as fast as possible. The earlier I can get to the 9th floor, or the 3rd floor, well, I guess this way there's 2 trainers in front of me. The 9th floor, there's only 1 trainer in front of me. But I really want to avoid the Golbat. I really don't like the Golbat matchup with us. Getting hit by Confuse Ray is just nightmare fuel. Interestingly enough, still don't know what our 4th move is going to be. Right now, we are shockingly doing very well without Ice Beam, Rest, or any of those other moves. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure we can't get rid of Seismic Toss. Like, that's supposed to be one of our moves that we're using much later in the game. Like, the move that we're contemplating getting right now with the Ice Beam, we're going to eventually have to get rid of it later for Rest. Although, I think I might want to try a slightly different strategy than Gym Leader Matt. Gym Leader Matt had used... for the Lorelei matchup, he used obviously he used the Amnesia strat, but he used Seismic Toss for the Cloyster, and I'm kind of curious if you're able to do it without that. Cloyster's defense might be too big to overcome, and maybe we do need Seismic Toss. But I'm also kind of curious if we could technically do Cloister with Ice Beam. Problem is, Cloister double resists Ice Beam, so we would really, really need the freeze. But Cloister's special is so much lower than its defense that I bet you between Ice Beam and Body Slam, they would do probably the same amount of damage. Oh, we have Thunder. Oh, right. We can't learn Thunderbolt. Duh. Okay, anyways, let's start heading to the rooms, the actual floors we want to train on. 3. Oh my god, you're right. I didn't pick up Earthquake. That's funny. I'm so conditioned to not picking up Earthquake that I just straight up didn't pick it up. Right, that's the 9th floor. Oops. Oh, nice. We got a crit. Sweet. I probably don't need to dig the likes of Coughing. I'm sure Bone Club would do just fine. If it hits. So that was the 8th floor. Hey, we're pretty much going to do all the floors, so I'm not really worried about doing the floors that are the best floors. At this point, we're just kind of doing all the floors. I do want to refrain from using all of our body slams though, just because of like the flying Pokemon. Although to be fair, there are not a lot of flying Pokemon. It's mostly just Zubats and Golbats. Fire Blast could be an interesting choice. That is that's good. That's using the Noggin Annie. Because we would have to replace Seismic Toss on our moveset for it. But I'm perfectly fine doing that. Oops, wrong move. I said Seismic Toss, so I used Seismic Toss. We're on the 7th floor currently. 6. Darn. It's kind of nice though that like everything in the tower is pretty weak to ground moves. It makes training our little boy so much easier when everything is weak to it. Oh, I'm out of Bone Clubs. That's interesting. Here we are, the level 54 I mentioned. So this is the level I believe Gym Leader Matt did the rival at. I'm not sure. Oops. Should have been the 9th floor. I'm not sure if there's enough trainers left to get to 55. But I'll certainly try. I think I still haven't done the 2nd floor. Yeah, there's definitely enough trainers in the 2nd floor. There's a lot of trainers over here. I think we've done all of the other floors, though. Well, the only league member Fire Blast is good against is the first one. And I guess technically, Agatha, if you don't have another move to use, but we do have another move to use. I wonder if this will give us too much XP. Because if we get exactly 55, there's a good chance we won't level up at all during the battle with Rival 5, and that probably will make things be a lot easier. Yeah, I think this will work out. All right, I really should have went directly to the 9th floor. Okay, let's do this. There's basically no more training. We have done almost all of the training. There's still a lot of other training we could do, like in the water, but boy, we don't want to do that. 2-shot. All right, come on, 2-shot. Crit. Immediate, basically death to Hydro Pump. But the important thing is we do more than half to Venus to the. Darn. We do more than half to Gyarados, and that was the important thing. Although I can't remember if we crit or not. All right, come on, more than half. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's a range. Ouch. On the bright side, we do go first. By going first, that means we get the chance to paralyze, which increases our chance of the Hydro Pump miss or getting fully paralyzed. Which, as you saw right there, we got the fully paralyzed. Or no, sorry, we got the Hydro Pump miss, which was equally as lucky. All right, hold on. The Venusaur lives, so Body Slam's the better move right here because we get the chance to paralyze. Perfect. That went very well, actually. That. Ooh, I don't know how much speed we had compared to the Gyarados, but were we outspeeding by a lot? Or was all that training necessary to outspeed the Gyarados? Because outspeeding the Gyarados was the key to that battle. Oh, interesting. So we outsped by quite a bit. We probably could have gone in there at like 53 and still outsped. Okay. Now, time for the big bad wolf. The one that keeps me up at night. The trainer that needs no introduction. The trainer that just wins. No matter what Pokemon you're using, if you don't outspeed, you will be hit by Sleep Powder and you will lose. Luckily not right now, but you know, there's always the chance of getting hit by Sleep Powder and losing. All right, I'm gonna put off. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and put off Sabrina. We'll go ahead and do Blaine. All right, so if anybody was curious about the thing I mentioned earlier, this was the time that Sandshrew finished with. So we are quite a bit behind Sandshrew. But I don't think anybody expected it to put up a time quite like Sandshrew's. This place is just full of Pokemon that are weak to ground moves. I mean, I would be a fool not to take advantage of it. especially when so much training is required in this run to get to level 80. This train is quite good right here. All right, this next guy, I want to say he's not very good. Like he's got like a Growlithe. Yeah, a Growlithe. But Ponyta's pretty good. I would consider picking up that Blizzard TM, but I really don't think we're going to use it. I don't even think we're going to use Ice Beam. I'm still quite surprised that we have not needed another move this entire game. I was wholeheartedly being like, all right, well, we needed rest, or oh, we needed this other move, but at no point have we needed another move. Mimic is going to end up being that move right there we just picked up. Oh, what am I thinking? I was like, what am I doing? I want to battle them. All right, so we'll use Dig on the fully evolved Pokemon. Wow, we were 2 speed faster than Ninetales. Wow, that guy is basically the same as the previous guy. Oh no. Not Confuse Ray. So anyways, I was there blasting. Oh wow, wait. Okay, I got confused there. I got hit by that move, that growl or whatever, and I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense. How in the world did that happen? And then I was like, I'm faster than it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I got badge boosted. So that way my speed ended up becoming faster after being hit by growl. Oh, I got burned. Darn it. It was so close. I was be like, I can go in not full HP. It doesn't matter. Oh wait, I have a full restore. I'll use the full restore. Yes, he did warn me about the full heals, or the burn heals. Should have took his advice. Did I just miss? Oh well. A lot was going on. Blaine could have done his patented. Oh right. By the way, that was the last dig use. So now we can teach Earthquake. And we can use all our PP ups. All right, I don't know what level we need to be for the rival. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I don't know what level we need to be for the rival. All I do know is that whatever level that we are, we need to make sure that we just leveled up. Because we absolutely do not want to level up in the middle of the rival battle. We need to keep all of the boosts that we get from mimicking agility. Right. Oh, that was not our last dig. Sorry. Right, up, up, down. Thank you, Gen 2. That was our last dig. Because it did things out of order, that became the last dig. It's okay, Gen 2 taught me how to do that backward many, many times. All right, looks like I got rid of that that max elixir earlier for bag space, so I guess we'll probably just heal after the gym because I really don't feel like figuring out PP management. I'll just use Earthquake on everything and see if that leaves me with enough. Probably won't. If you're thinking, but just use an elixir. Here's the thing. I plan on using those elixirs for Victory Road. So I don't want to use them now. Victory Road will be a little bit further away from a Pokemon Center. I was really late. I just got a notification that the podcast for the Herd just came out. Colin Coward's The Herd. Normally it comes out 4 hours ago. Guess they're behind. I listen to a lot of sports podcasts, and the day after the NFC Championship game and AFC Championship game obviously is a day I definitely want to listen to. I can hear him talk about how Jaden Daniels did a good job, but his team just wasn't good enough to win, and how the Buffalo Bills just keep getting in their own way. I mean, I pretty much already know what he's gonna say, but I like hearing it. I like being up to date with all sports news. Okay, I am halfway to the next level, and that is not good. Also, I have 9 rare candies, so I'm missing a rare candy. I'm missing a regular normal candy. What candy did I not pick up? Huh. Well, I obviously am about to pick up the power plant candy, but I've failed to pick up a regular candy, like just a normal ass part of the run candy. Because I'm holding 9 and I should be holding 10 right now. I needed the XP. Really? That close? Okay, well, I don't know exactly how much XP I'm gonna need, but just do a wild Pokemon. 385. Well, that's really annoying. If I level up on Venusaur and it's because I end up battling like a Ponyta right now, I'm gonna be quite mad. Okay. All right, well, we also got a damage rounding threshold, so I guess that's good. Oh, right, we need Mimic for this battle. All right, Mimic, Agility. There's really not much the Pidgeot can do to us, so I might as well just Agility now, I guess. If I get really, really frustrated, I could always just get extra badge boost in that Rhyhorn. But I think that'll just take too much time when the Venusaur's gonna... Okay, maybe I do need a few badge boosts there. A few on the Rhyhorn, so that way I can one-shot the Venusaur. As you can see, I can tank a hit from the Gyarados. One Tail Whip. Two Tail Whips. All right, I think two's probably enough. Ooh, 4 Tail Whips might actually just straight up knock out the Gyarados. Hey, Lexi. Welcome to the stream. Been a while. All right. Let's head over and get some healing items real quick. Hyper Potion 5 should be more than enough for the league. Well, not the league, but Victory Road. All right. 126, guys. We are way under 150. Way under 150. The votes were kind of split, though. A little bit more on the over, but for the most part, it's pretty split between over and under. I told you guys, we could probably do most of the training in the entire game, which we did do, by the way, and still get under 2 hours. Like, in order to get over 2 hours, you would pretty much just have to go for a really, really hard to do strategy. Like, a hard to do strategy would be 2 Hydro Pump misses, something like that. Well, I'm trying to think on which candy I didn't get, but I just don't know. I feel like I've picked all of them up. Oh, I know exactly which candy I missed. I missed the cycling road candy. I never even walked in that grass. I had to throw away that repel as well because I never used the repel. And that's why I didn't use the repel, because I still had it. Or it's because I never walked in the grass. All right, I think I can probably knock these out with Body Slam. Wow, some real bad move choices by the opponent. Every time that I don't have to use Earthquake is another trainer that I might be able to defeat using that elixir. Nice. It is also kind of nice knowing that all the training is necessary because we need to be like level 80. All right, so we still need to pick up that other candy. That would bring us to 12 candies. We're currently at 65, about to be 60, 67-ish probably. I didn't save. Okay. Okay, well, that's fine. We can heal. Let's see. I'm not sure if there's enough trainers left to get me one more level. Okay, we'll use that one elixir now. There is one more trainer in the Moltres room, but that would undo the boulder. And I don't... Oh, crap. Wrong trainer. That's all right. You know, I think we've established that the Kingler is the only one that actually has like a water move that actually does a lot of damage. Okay, that was still a lot scarier than it should have been. There was a crit at some point. Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't be shocked. Crabhammer is supposed to crit. Okay, we got the extra level. That means we're gonna get to level 69. Sorry, 79. What do we want to be level 84? I think we want to be level 80 for Lance because all the calculations were based on the Gyarados. I think the reason why we wanted to be 80 was so that way we can survive a Hydro Pump. Although, to be fair, I don't think we're winning if we survive a Hydro Pump. Although, I could teach Rest. Oh, whoops. Wait, no, I went to the right area. Like, I could use Rest. Of course, Spearow. Okay, well, we have pretty much everything on us. All right, we're gonna hold on to one candy for the champion specifically. Don't worry, we'll get to our level 80 though for Lance. I think we'll be at like 80 and 9/10. Crap. Dang it. I hate that. Okay, I really need to stop doing that. Right in front of her. Oh, I didn't get the attack drop. I guess that's something. Oh, I never got hit by a growl. That's a big deal, actually. Not getting hit by growl is generally like getting hit by growl here is why you need all those amnesias, because it's like really hard once you've been hit by. Wait, where do I? No way. No way. Okay. We're going to be doing this without some full restores. That's really embarrassing. We're nowhere near the 139 speed to outspeed the Gengar, so we're just gonna have to like pray everything goes well. Hypnosis miss. That's definitely something good. Stop hitting yourself, please. Okay, I'll take that. Glare, that's real bad, but I guess it prevents me from being put asleep, but I guess it doesn't matter now because I wasn't gonna be put asleep. Okay. Well, we got 4 candies, and unfortunately that is not gonna get us to level 80. So that's real unfortunate. All right, I need to develop a new strategy for using these rare candies before battles, because this is what I'm doing now is clearly I accidental. Oh god, I'm paralyzed. Oh, that's just okay. We're doomed. Well, we're gonna solve this problem on the next run. The problem of stupidity. We're gonna solve it. I wonder if I had a full bag when I bought the full restores, maybe? Well, MVF, yes, you're right. Rest was still an option that was on the table, but unfortunately Gyarados is the first Pokemon, so if I were to use Rest, I would have needed to use Rest on Agatha. Anything but Growl we're good with. All right, so we got 3 elixirs. I guess that's actually fine. I think about it. I was actually kind of curious. So, like, counter works for fighting moves, but I'm curious if Seismic Toss can be countered. Nice. Nice. Okay, well, I guess everything's just gonna work out in my favor this time. But MVF, you are right. The strategy here is to teach. Where's my rest? Am I blind? Oh, it's right there. The strategy that I've come up with is to teach rest over Seismic Toss, and then it shouldn't be too bad to get past the Gyarados, because even if I take a whole ass Hydro Pump, then I can use rest on the following Pokemon. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't want to do it. Maybe that's the reason why we needed to be level 80, was so double edge would be a 2-shot range for Gyarados. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's why we needed to be level 80. I'm not dying to this Dragonite. I thought about using rest there, and then I was like, well, it has a recharge turn. All right, and we'll use our last rare candy, which, because of our accidental extra level, we're good with. Interesting. It's going to be a lot closer to be 150 than I thought. Still, we're going to be quite a bit under, but definitely a lot closer than I originally anticipated. Oh, interesting. So, Gym Leader Matt used Recover. Oh, whoops, wrong move. But now I'm kind of curious. So, here's the thing. He needed the Rhydon to use all 6 Tail Whips. All 6 of them. There we go. I forget why, but I think it had something to do with Gyarados. Oh wow, it still lived. Oh, maybe it was because I needed the extra special for Gyarados. And I think Razor Leaf is instant loss, but anything other than Razor Leaf we got. Oh, we're good. 141.43. Okay, well, we definitely hit the under. Not by a lot, though. I think 141 also, I made it slightly ahead of Butterfree, which is not saying much considering Butterfree was my second run ever. Okay, let's see. Where are we? 141. Yep. We just lost a Weedle. But to be fair, that Weedle run technically needs to be replayed because that Weedle was done at instant speed. So the time is really off for that Weedle because I didn't honestly think about the leaderboard when I did that Weedle run. I was thinking, oh, this is fun. We'll put it on the backport leaderboard. I didn't really think about putting it on the regular leaderboard. It wasn't until way later that I was like, oh yeah, we could put backported Magikarp, backported Weedle, backported Caterpie on the leaderboard. So we'll have to redo that run, but not at instant speed. I will have to get speed though to fix his mistake. The mistake was that Electroweb does not have the guaranteed chance to slow down. He basically copied, I think, Bubble's 10% chance to slow down. And normally you wouldn't think that's a big deal, but unfortunately, having an automatic chance to lower something's speed when that something is Charizard, yeah, is pretty important. But that's neither here nor now. That one actually does need to be redone. Like, not for like to improve my time, but to actually make the time worse. So it's a legitimate time. Okay, well, he picked whatever the best chance of lowering speed was. If that's bubble beam, my bad. Regardless, you get my point. The Weedle needs to be redone. It was one of his earlier backboards before he even knew how to do, before he knew how to make stuff up on his own. Before, he was always about copying the a previous effect and then putting on something new. But now he can copy it and change it on his own. So like changing it to a 100% chance to drop speed is fine for him now. All right, I actually don't have to hit the restroom, surprisingly, even after a 2-hour stream. But I didn't really drink my whole drink. I'm gonna fill that up. Oh well. Okay. Trying to think, what should I do differently in this run? This next run? Like, what would I do to make it better on myself in any way? Ironically, the Bone Club choice wasn't that bad of a decision because there are so many electric Pokemon and so many poison types on the bicycle path and Silph that having 20 PP of Bone Club was actually quite helpful, even if it did have a chance to miss. Like, I don't really think there's anywhere where like Ice Beam was gonna be better than like Body Slam. Once again, I don't really think Bubble Beam is really gonna help that much. Like, everything that I could use Bubble Beam on, I can just use Bone Club on. Let's see what else. The whole Fire Blast thing probably would still work out, but seeing how much damage Earthquake did on Cloyster, which was about 50%, I'm perfectly fine with that. I thought it would be closer to a 3 or a 4 shot, so the fact that it was a 2 shot was perfectly fine with me. I don't really need to change that. So we don't really need Fire Blast either. Seismic Toss. What did I use Seismic Toss on other than just Misty? Because I'm actually kind of convinced the Dig might just work on Misty. Yeah, I will have to wait until she doesn't use X Defend, but I guess there's also a chance I get a Dig crit, so that kind of makes up for that. Plus, I'm also like at level 30. I might just straight up one-shot it if it doesn't use X Defend. So I might not even need to use Seismic Toss in general either. So without Seismic Toss, I'm gonna have an extra space that I didn't previously have. So interestingly enough, this Pokemon has so many moves, and yet so little of them are effective. Like, I didn't really use Seismic Toss the whole run. So I basically just used a combination of Dig, Bone Club, and Body Slam the whole run. It really didn't seem like I needed anything else. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any improvements. Like I can just teach the moves over stuff. Like, well, for seismic toss, I could just not pick up seismic toss. But like Bone Club was actually helpful, so I might actually keep Bone Club. I mean, I guess for the the largest portion of the game, we can use Dig, Bone Club. Actually, you know what? Instead of Bone Club, we can just do what Gym Leader Matt did. Dig and Earthquake. Just keep both of them. I mean, it's not the smartest thing to do, but I mean, in the absence of a move to replace it, why not use both Dig and Earthquake? And then Body Slam. And then I still don't have a fourth move. Dig, Earthquake, Body Slam. I guess Mimic. Mimic would be our fourth move eventually. But we would need a move there until we get Mimic. Definitely not Rest, because we need to use Rest specifically for Lance, and we don't want that move slot being used up before Lance. So not Rest. Yeah, well, I mean, Bone Club will be 1-for-1 swapped out with Earthquake, so the until we get there is not really going to make much of a difference. It's more of going to be an upgrade situation from Bone Club. I mean, I guess I could have both Double Edge and Body Slam. If I have both Double Edge and Body Slam, then some. You remember that Rival 5's Gyarados that was a 3-shot? I could do 2-shot instead. I mean, eventually I am going to upgrade Body Slam into Double Edge because of that that Gyarados battle with Lance. So, I mean, it is going to be replaced eventually, and I would just replace Body Slam with Mimic at some point. So I guess our moveset, shockingly enough, is going to be 2 normal moves and 2 ground moves. With all of this coverage, that is what we're going to end up going with. That's funny. All right, actually, I will hit the restroom. I just had an interesting thing happen. So my bathroom is like right in front of a window, but it's like a marble window, so you can't really see out of it, but you can see kind of shapes on the other side. Anyways, I was going to the restroom. I saw a literal cat walk by, which is really sad because out there it's like, you know, freezing cold. Meanwhile, we got this cat over here that's pampered. Say something. I want to hear from you, Smokey. Not gonna be that. Oh, that's the thing. I couldn't let in another cat even if I wanted to. Smokey and Shadow didn't get along back when I had 2 cats, and unfortunately, Smokey won because Shadow's you call it not fun. So I mean, like, it was a whole situation, but my So my sister moved out of my parents' house and took my parents' cat. And at this point, my brother got a fourth cat, which was Smokey. But unfortunately, Smokey didn't get along with his other three cats, which all get along quite well. They all three of them, including the shy one, even picked on Smokey. So I took Smokey. Problem is, Smokey and Shadow didn't get along. So they were always on opposite sides of the room, and anytime they walked by each other, they'd hiss at each other. And so Shadow is just like a loner. Shadow wants to be alone. Shadow wants you to leave him alone. Shadow only chooses to let you pet it once in a while. Anyways, so there was a space to fill at my parents' house since my sister took my parents' cat. So my parents took Shadow, so now I have Smokey. And now I have a cat. Now I have a new problem. Even though Smokey is so much nicer and affectionate and just overall better to be around, Smokey pisses on everything. Smokey pisses on all my clothes. Like, she'll use the litter box only for pooping, but she'll piss on all my clothes, all my blankets, all my anything that's even soft, which is really annoying. Very, very annoying. At this point, I've gotten numb to cat piss for the most part, but other people notice the cat piss smell on me at times. It sucks. All right. But Smokey's so nice. Okay. So our nickname for the next run is Annie's nickname, Orphan. All right. Happens, bud. It does happen. And you know what? I'm fine with it. It's other people that are not fine with it. I see. The funny thing is, a lot of people like to claim that they don't care what other people think. I really do kind of live the I don't care what other people think mentality. Most time. Obviously, I mentioned the whole, other people don't. Sometimes it's hard to tell when other people are watching and whatnot. So I mean, I care what people think a little bit, but I actually go like, how should I put it? Are you guys aware of like how important a controller is? Like the rank of controller is? Well, anyways, at my job, the controller doesn't like me because I wear sweatpants. But that's not the only reason he doesn't like me. He also doesn't like me because I wear whatever I want whenever I want. And if you piss off the controller, you're probably not going to get promoted. You're probably not going to be considered for other types of promotions. You're probably going to get stuck with work that other people don't want to do. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Apparently he's complained to my direct boss that he doesn't like the way I dress. And my bosses essentially told him to shove it, but in nice words, because the only way that he can enforce a better dress code would be to enforce it on everybody, and everybody else wears more appropriate attire for work. Meanwhile, I'm going in there with sweatpants. And here's the thing. Here's the kicker that he hates the most. On top of the sweatpants, I also wear Crocs, but not like. All right, hold on. Let me pause. There's two different types of Crocs when I say Crocs. A lot of people would be like, "Oh, this is a nice work shoe. This is literally a shoe that most people would be perfectly fine. In fact, this would be a pretty good shoe for work." And it is a Croc shoe. I mean, this is a pretty good work shoe. The problem is, I don't like wearing this shoe. It is nice, and it's more comfortable than like a work shoe. But I wear the tried and true Crocs, the crockiest of Crocs. And you're probably thinking, how in the world could you wear this? It's snowing outside. Yes, it is snowing outside. Snow seeps through here, 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 here. Snow seeps through everywhere. I just go in with wet shoes every single day. I mean, I don't care. I just go in with wet shoes. It's fine. Oh, did I already deliver the... Yeah, I did. Okay. That's fine. I'll just buy my Pokeballs now. So yeah, I mean, I don't get any points for the way I dress at work. It's fine. I mean, I truly live the millennial lifestyle. I do what I want. And if other people have a problem with it, deal with it. You know, I live the whole I live my life by the definition of this. They don't pay me enough to care about your rules. If you're not going to fire me, then I'll take being written up. I'll take a demerit. I don't give a crap. Being written up is meaningless. If your job doesn't actually like have like a rule, you know, for being written up, then being written up means nothing. I remember at one job, my first job, while I was in high school, I worked as a I worked in the kitchen of a oh my god, the place where they stick old people. Old people when they retire and they can't be taken care of on their own. Yeah, nursing home. I worked at food section of a nursing home. Anyways, I got written up all the time. I got written up for everything, and I was like constantly signing paperwork for being written up. And the thing is, there was no rules for being written up. Like they I guess because I was 17, they're like, hey, being written up is a bad thing. Like, you know, it'll go on your like permanent record, you know, like work permanent record or something. But I mean, who cares? Like, being written up was meaningless. It's not like there was a rule like, hey, get 10 written up and get fired, or get 3 written up and get fired. It was just like, hey, you know, Steve decided to leave a little bit early today. He's gonna get written up. Oh, Steve was 15 minutes late today. He's gonna get written up. Oh, Steve didn't want to clean the bathrooms today. He's gonna get written up. You know, stupid little things like that. But it didn't matter because being written up was meaningless. There was no power behind being written up. I'd probably hate to work at like a grocery store like Speed, because I know they have rules at like the grocery stores. You know, you get written up 3 times and you get like fired, or you know, like you have to take like unpaid time off or something like that. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that kind of shenanigans. Last time I'm pretty sure I won, but I'm gonna save anyways. Yeah, well, I mean, it was my first job. At that point, working didn't really feel like work. At that point, I thought there'd be something behind working. Like when you go to work, you're like, oh, something miraculous is gonna happen. They're paying me money to do easy stuff. But in actuality, that's just what working is. Let's see, Wes just said something. I'll read it in a moment. Oh, darn it. Oh crap. I'm not going to make it. That's unfortunate. I didn't pick up the antidote either. Okay, well, one potion's good enough. See, I'm a roofer. Much more confrontational, but if anyone says something you don't like, you can take a walk and come back. And it come it's hard to move and talk, or move and read at the same time. Give me a second. I'll get the Weedle guy and finish that off. But if anyone says something you don't like, both take a walk, comes back, other is fired. When you get fired, and you're like a person, like a roofer, and you get paid based on the job, do you get paid daily or do you get paid when it's done? And if you get fired mid-job, do you get paid via what's already been done? I imagine that would suck. Uh-oh. Darn it! I missed one bone club and I couldn't finish off that Metapod. Um, 100 and... I think I'm gonna need all 20 of my bone clubs for the Light Years Junior Trainer. Okay, this is gonna work out. Wow, the Metapods are a real hit or miss. Either you knock them out quick or they take forever. It varies, but most pay at the end of the week, unless you're your own contract, then it's half up front, rest when you finish. Nice. Out of curiosity, I did my dad's roof like 4 or 5 years ago. It took us a long time to do, but anyways, we noticed when we were replacing the roof that the previous roofer had not removed the plastic guarding the oh my god, what's it called? The tar on the back of the shingles. Is that something that normal people do? Or was the person who originally did my dad's house just really, really lazy? Because we did everything right. We took off the plastic on when we did my dad's roof. Oh crap, that was Bide. Well, on the back there's a wait, what? But my dad was like, if you don't take off the plastic, how is the tar going to stick it to the roof? I mean, I kind of agree. Like that plastic is guarding the tar from having it stick to the roof. You're saying that plastic is useful? Thank you, MUFC Zone. Yeah, the plastic must come off. That's what I thought. That's what we thought. The previous roofer did not remove the plastic on any of the shingles. Exactly. Okay. Thank you, MUFC Zone. I appreciate that very much. Unfortunately, I've already filmed most of my Nuzlocke, so you probably won't be featured in any of the Nuzlocks as far as the Pokemon names are concerned, but appreciate it nonetheless. All right, good night. Yeah, it was It took us so long to do because it was just the two of us. Ironically, that's when we. Oh, actually, that's a really good. Hold on, I gotta show you the other. So one croc has the little slip thingy. The other croc doesn't. And the reason why the other croc doesn't is because when I was walking on the roof when we were doing my dad's house, the back just ripped right off. As you can see right here, that's just like it's gone. The back just ripped off because, you know, when you're walking at an angle, all of your all your weight is on one side of the croc, and it just ripped right off. And I have not replaced this croc since. And it's been like that for like 5 years now. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely believe it. I also learned another thing when I was doing my dad's house. I thought it would be a real good idea to take my shirt off all day when we were roofing the house, and that is why, when we were doing my dad's house, that is when I learned that even though the clothes makes you hotter, you don't want to take your clothes off because you start sweating like crazy. Like the clothing, despite making you feel hotter, isn't. How sick? No, I mean, we were doing it on every Saturday and was it every weekend, every Saturday and Sunday for like 4 or 5 months. But yeah, it was fine. Real hot though, real hot, as you could probably learned. But now I kind of understand why, like, let's say everybody in the Middle East wears extraordinarily a lot of clothes, despite living in an area where you would think it'd be advantageous to wear less clothes. And now I know. Wow. Oh, I just Gen 1 missed a water gun. Okay. Yeah, I didn't expect that to knock it out, but I wanted to see how much damage water gun would do to a Zubat. I'm glad to not have to work outside anymore, though. I like to sit in my cubicle at work. 130 to 150 roofs a year, most of us. That's so much. Like, we did one roof, and it felt like so much work. To be fair though, my dad's roof is a lot bigger than like for instance, the house that I'm currently living in is my grandmother's, and my grandmother has probably half, like, I kid you not, half, maybe even less than half the amount of like square footage of roof that my dad has. But my grandmother's got a second floor, my dad doesn't. Okay, well, I probably overdid that. I do like the amount of coverage that water gun allows me. And it does technically give me the PP flexibility, so I'm not going to run out of bone clubs like I did last time, or almost did last time. Oh, don't tell me about those hot shingles. I remember that. I remember that. I remember we would take the shingles up the ladder, and we would take all the shingles. The moment we started, we would take all the shingles up the ladder that we were planning on installing for the day, because we got real tired of going down the ladder to get the shingles, and then it being so hot, and then having to go up the ladder with one hand when the other hand is being broiled by your hand. Oh my god, it was the worst. We had a wagon. We would transport our shingles from one where we were storing them, and where we were using them. And I think we would at the beginning of the day, we would move about 6 of the oops, wrong move. We would move about 6 of the whole shingle things onto the second floor. So I mean, I guess that kind of gives you an idea. It took us all year, and we had about 6 of those. I don't know how thick they are, like a foot, like a foot thick of shingles. I'm sure they don't come into too many different sizes, but we would move about like 6 of them to the roof, and that would be our day. And we did it all summer, possibly a little bit into fall too. Crap, I didn't grab the great ball. Darn it. Oh wow, first try Sandshrew. Now can I get it? Nice. Didn't need the great ball. Oh, and I'm level 20. That's perfect. I did exactly the amount of training I needed to do. Oh, you know what? We never contemplated the idea that it would be so hot that they could break. But I don't know if Ohio gets that hot. Like, you're probably in a state where it's probably it gets hotter than it does here. Getting over like 95 is pretty rare here. Oh. Like if you're in, I want to say like that, like, Nevada, Arizona, it gets over 100 there quite often, but even though it's over 100, it's not as bad as say like 85 here. 85 here is so much worse than 100 in Nevada. 100 in Nevada is just like, well, I guess the wind is going to be hot today. Surprisingly, I really like Nevada compared to Ohio. The dry heat is so much better than actual, like, wet heat. Right. When we said we moved the shingles from the ground to the roof, like on the very first day, we were taking up one shingle at a time, and then like I said, we would move all the shingles for the day onto the roof in the morning. So one person would grab the bottom of the shingle, stick it to the person at the top of the ladder with the whole bundle. And I do remember it being super heavy, but definitely doable. Hey, look, I was able to get through 4 trainers this time until I had to heal. That's progress. Last time I had to do 2 trainers, then heal, then 2 trainers, then heal. We never actually had to replace a whole lot of wood. We only did one spot in the whole entire roof where we had to replace the wood below it. It was mostly just just redoing it kind of thing. We weren't redoing it because it was broken. We were redoing it because my dad had a leak in one spot. And then he was like, you know, it's been about 20 years. We should probably do it. Or however many years it was. It was due. Right by the fireplace at my dad's house, there was it was starting to drip water. So actually, this is probably a good spot to train. My grandmother is probably pointing out that we need to do our roof soon. Even though there's nothing wrong with it, she's like, oh, it's been about 20 years. It's about time to replace the roof. And the thing is, my parents and my grandparents, they're real old school. They trust the label. Well, I shouldn't say my parents. My dad does a little bit less than my grandmother, but my grandmother does everything cookie cutter. She's like, all right, well, you know, it's been exactly this amount of time. It's time to do this. You know, so it's been 20 years. It's time to replace the roof. It doesn't matter if there's something wrong with the roof. It's been 20 years. It's time to replace the roof. Etc. She does this stuff, like everything the same way. Like someone told her how long things it takes to expire, and then she takes that word as gospel. Same thing with cars. Someone told her like 100,000 miles is like when a car essentially goes bad, and she'll drive her car up to 100,000 miles, and then she'll either sell it or look into replacing it when it hits 100,000. Might as well heal. Meanwhile, I'm the exact opposite. My car has every problem you can possibly imagine, but until that thing stops working, I'm gonna drive it forever. We make fun of my car at work, or my coworkers make fun of my car all the time. Like, my car has this 24/7 ring. Like, it makes a noise 24/7. Like, it never ever stops ringing. Like, I literally cannot explain this because a lot of people just cannot fathom it because it's so hard to imagine. But imagine like when you like are like backing up your car and it does that loud ring or whatever. No, because when you do the backup, it does like bing, bing, bing. No. Imagine 24/7. That's what my car does. It's been doing it so long that I don't even hear the ring anymore. The other day, there are what do you call them? There are cups like McDonald's cups and whatnot in my back seat, and those cups were like, you know, they were shaking left and right in the cup holder, and it was bothering the crap out of me, even though the car rings 24/7 because I don't hear the ring anymore. But anyways, I'm gonna ride this car until it stops working. So and my car is at 229,000 miles. and it's still going, so I'm not going to replace it. I'm going to replace it when it dies. I just Gen 1 missed a water gun. That's my second Gen 1 miss of a water gun this run. I'm not even using water gun that much. But yeah, so I'm a weird guy. Got weird tendencies. But I do have to say though, my cheapness has led to a lot of benefits. I currently have $77,000 in the bank right now. I paid off college and have 77,000, and my parents did not help. I mean, obviously, I live at my grandparents' house, so I only pay $200 a month in rent, so that helps a lot. But still, and then I don't go out to eat. I don't have a girlfriend, so I'm not constantly spending money like other people do. And the way I look at it is I can delay a lot of what other people would consider life. I can delay it for later, because being set up earlier in life will be like, it will make a bigger difference. So like if I like the 77,000 I have right now, I plan on buying a house, but I don't plan on living in the house. I plan on renting out the house to somebody else. So that way I'm essentially giving myself like $1,000 a month raise. Now, $77,000 is not enough for a house, but it is definitely a pretty good down payment on a house. So I'll still be making my normal wage, and then I'll have the rent money on top of it. And I don't have like I don't have like what do you call it? I don't have like a lot of experience like fixing stuff, but I have enough experience fixing stuff because my dad used to own a house, and so like I can fix minor things like toilets and closets, and I can change a water heater. I can do a lot of minor things, and whatever I don't know I can Google. So I'm like the bare basics of handy. So I mean, being a landlord wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, my dad also mentioned foreclosures. I just don't want to take an unnecessary risk. I feel like I would just want to get a house that is like decent shape, that will definitely be in a nice area, that'll go up in value over time. Like I don't want to take the risk of getting a diamond in the rough for a cheap price, because if it fails, then I've like all this time where people have had like girlfriend, wives, children and whatnot, and I didn't do that, I will have done all of that for nothing. I will have wasted all of that time saving all of that money for nothing. So I'd rather take the less risky chance. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I went out of the way to not get a girlfriend. I just haven't, like, I have blame. I'm not saying that I am like trying to be like a martyr or anything. I just didn't. Although, with hindsight, I do realize that it would have been so much easier in college. So much easier. Right now, it's like every time I go out to like the gym, it's like, oh, I mean that girl's obviously gonna have a boyfriend, or hey, that person, you know, they're probably dating somebody, or like it's. Or if I like, you know, I'm going out to eat and I'm like, I don't want to bother these people, they're eating. So I mean, it was a lot easier in college. I kind of missed an easier opportunity. Like my brother found his wife while he was in college. I'll get 45. Where's 45? Okay, actually we do want the potions. 45. Else go. Upgrade to bubble beam, because why not? That guy was weird. No way. Oh, cut. All right, so let's see. We don't need ice beam this run. Oops. Crap. Well, this is going to be awkward, but I'm just going to go ahead and have to do Surge while poisoned because I need to dig back, and I sold everything. Oh, great, a Sonic Boom. Fantastic. I don't think Raichu can hit me, right? Nope. California sure would be interesting. I live currently in Ohio, and things kind of just stay the same here. Our cost of living in Ohio is quite low, but our wages are also quite low. They're not as low as like Alabama or Georgia or whatever, or those other southern states. Most houses in my area range between the $80,000, which is really, really crappy, like might as well is barely standing, to the $100,000, which is like, okay, this house exists, but it has got like it's overgrown land, clearly the paint's chipping everywhere, to like $130,000, which my brother has. So this house is pretty good. There's definitely nothing to brag about, but it's solid. To the 160,000. This is like the house that, yeah, I would have a family in this house. This is a solid house with a solid foundation. To the $200,000 house, which is kind of the range that I'm looking at. $200,000 house. But my dad is trying to convince me to buy what do you call it? Whatever like a two house is. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, my dad's trying to convince me, since I plan on getting rent anyways, I might as well get a house that can house two houses so I can get double the rent. but it also costs literally double duplex. Yeah, that's it. It costs double the money. So I mean, is it really worth it if it costs, you know, almost double? How's the stream going, KPI? Well, you know, we got an hour and 41 for the first run, which, you know, is a time. I used to live in Northern Virginia, and houses were like minimum 700K. Oof. That kind of reminds me of John Calabro. John Calabro says he lives in Australia and everything's like $2 million. I guess apparently in Australia, you're just never going to own a home. You're just going to, even if you have a mortgage, you're just going to be paying rent. Like your mortgage might as well just be rent forever. So I guess you were just never meant to own anything in Australia. Who do I got in the Super Bowl? You know, I'm rooting for the Eagles, but unfortunately, I think the Chiefs are going to win. I really didn't think the Chiefs were going to beat. I did not think they were going to beat Buffalo at all. Like, I even bet money on Buffalo. Not a lot. I bet like $20 on Buffalo. But I really didn't think the Chiefs were going to beat Buffalo. Like, I saw them play earlier in the year, and like the Chiefs, they didn't look good enough to beat Buffalo. But Buffalo, they really just, they didn't have a good game plan. Like, they were sloppy at times, and like it just looked like maybe the Chiefs weren't actually trying the first time they played. How's run one? Run one finished at 1 hour and 41 minutes, which was technically the under, but you know, second to last place does not feel like it was a good time. And we had to be level 82, which is not shocking considering gym leader Matt finished at level 80. Well, you know, actually he probably finished at 81. He needed to be level 80 for Lance. And the reason why 80 for Lance is because you need to be level 80 in order to two-shot the Gyarados with double edge. I'm a big Philly guy, hoping to get revenge from the last Super Bowl, but honestly, the win against Washington was so sweet since all my friends, you know, KPI, before that game started, Philly Washington, everybody on the broadcast was like, well, they'll be lucky to get 11 possessions. And I'm like, this game is so far over that I don't know I don't know if anybody has ever seen a football game before, but every single game that Washington has ever played has resulted in an over. Like, you can't play a game against Washington and not score at minimum 30 points. So it's like, okay, well, if the Eagles are to score 30 points, all I need is Washington to score 18 points. So like, that was an easy over. Do you think the Super Bowl will be... Wait, Speed. It already is Chiefs Eagles. It already is. You didn't watch the games yesterday. Does anybody remember the speed that I needed to be? I think I needed to be I don't remember the speed I needed to be. I know I wanted to be over 45 for Ghastly, but I needed to be over a different number for Gyarados. Was the speed 48 for Gyarados? I need to be able to outspeed the Gyarados on Rival 2's team, or sorry, Rival 3's team. Because otherwise I can't even two-shot it. So like, paralyzing the Gyarados is like the only strat. Paralyzing and hoping for a miss is the only strat for the Rival 3 battle. But it all starts with being faster. Crap. Pokemon Towers Gyarados is 45. Oh, cool. That means I already outspeed without even buying a Carbos. That's good. Yes, that's what I meant by Rival 3. Yes. I was clearly wrong, and I meant Rival 4, and you picked up on that. So, good job, Annie, for being better at context clues than I was at talking. Because apparently I can't say anything right. Oh, look, I didn't even need the potions this time. 10 and 2. Nope. 7 HP up. Okay, super repels 8. All right, we do the speedrunner trick of getting her to move. 8, 2 Pokedolls. All right, buy 1 of each. Although this time we're not keeping Ice Beam, we're actually selling Ice Beam. All right, let's see. 49, 48, 13, 18. All right. 2 Carbos, 2 Protein, 2 Calcium, and 1 Iron. You're wondering why 2? It's because of all the training I had to do. I wasted so many vitamins earlier, or in the last run. All right, there we go. Everything's all good. Oh, I also forgot to get the second PP up. All right, let's do this. Well, I'm sure it considers Rival 1A as a rival battle, Annie, so that makes sense. Okay, well that was a critical hit. But it doesn't really matter. We have to get a miss because we're not going to one-shot sweep the rest of the team. Everything multiple things outspeed us. Oh wow. That's apparently a range on a 2-shot, which that's really unfortunate. Regardless, we can get the miss, we can get the paralyze. There's a lot of outcomes that can go our way. All right, well, we've been hit by a sand attack. I'm just kind of curious how they're... Oh my god, we're fast. Oh, we speed tie the Kadabra. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, there's no way we outspeed Kadabra. Holy crap, we did it with a sand attack. Unbelievable. Completely unbelievable. I'm absolutely shocked. I'm straight up Pikachu faced, guys. Shock Pikachu face. Yeah, we're gonna easily outspeed the Ghastly, so I don't even need to worry. I wonder if I should just not have sold that HP up and just kept the other HP up. I mean, HP ups are not that bad. HP up is kind of like having both an iron and a calcium. Oh, interesting. Rent is 2K, 2,400 a month. Yeah, that's not gonna work here. Generally, rent here is between the 700 to 1,200 range, usually ending up in 1,000. Actually, no, that's probably more like ending up at 900 plus utilities. Like I said, everything's just kind of cheaper here in Ohio because people make less money. Like I'm a staff accountant with, I guess now it's probably around the realm of like 5 years experience. I only make $48,000 before taxes. After taxes, even less. Oh, hold on a second. We need to battle all the Pokemon here. Okay, this time I'll get the rare candy first, then do all the battling. All right. I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna try actually digging the fighting types and bone clubbing the poison types. Unless, of course, like it's a wheezing or muck. On the bright side, I do feel like everything is going more smooth this time. Then again, that might just be because chat's more active and it feels like everything is just kind of going faster because I constantly have things to talk about. Oh, right. I just remembered. I was going to teach Double Edge instead of Bubble Beam. I think I'll do that for Rival 5. Starting Rival 5. But for now, I think Bubble Beam is fine. Bubble Beam doesn't really do anything from here on out. But it is like it's like one of those moves that you used when to finish things off that are like 90% defeated. I did remember the rare candy. I already picked it up. Right. Nice. Yep. Dig plus Bubble Beam should be good. All right. We're gonna go through the left side first. Your numbers should go up a little. I went through and gave 40 of your shorts videos. Oh. Oh, nice, nice. I'm sure it probably helps. I've been getting a lot of views for the shorts, despite them being over a year old. I just assumed that shorts stopped getting views like almost immediately after you post them, but I'm surprised they still get views. Not a lot of views, but I'm just shocked they get any views in general. I actually don't have a capture card for Legends ZA. Crap, I don't have that full restore anymore. Well, that sucks. That means I have to leave and heal. Oh wait, hold on, I can fly. I don't know when the first moment you step in the city is to be able to fly into the city. I wonder if it's the moment you leave the building you can fly to the city or not. Oh, you're just saying in general ZA will bring forward more. Oh, well, that's nice. Unfortunately, I'm only gonna have live streams. And YouTube doesn't really promote live streams like at all. Usually, the videos get promoted. And unfortunately, I don't plan on making any of those for a little while. I still have to complete 4 more Nuzlockes, and then I can start working on videos. And I haven't been working on the Nuzlockes for like almost a month now. No, like 3 weeks now, because I've been working on the whole Yu-Gi-Oh card thing with my boss. Huh, I could have sworn there was at least one trainer in there. I think the next trainer's got a Firo. I can't remember if the 3rd trainer has a flying Pokemon or like an evolved flying Pokemon or not. Andrew, funny enough, you know how you said there's no rhyme or reason to it? When I was uploading shorts, I was trying to upload 10 shorts a day, because I was just uploading shorts based on the content that I had already released, but just cut it down to pieces. And I did notice that whenever a short didn't get any viewers, like, first of all, if you post it at certain times of the day, it would always get viewers. But regardless, outside of those times of day, because I said I was posting 10 of them a day, I was finding out the ones that didn't get views. I would actually repost them, like repost the ones that technically didn't get any views, and it would get views later. So you could just delete the video or delete the short that didn't get any views and just repost it, if that advice helps. The best times to post shorts are 1 p.m. No, I believe it's Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m., 1 p.m., and 6 p.m. 6 or 7, I can't remember. It was one of those two. Eastern. All right, last time I did the training in Koga's gym, and despite being under leveled, I did just fine. I only lost to the Hypno. True. The vertical streams, that is something that might blow up when the Legends VA content comes out. You're right. The Legends VA, the vertical streams, they get all kinds of new viewers. Like, that's the whole reason why I'm doing both vertical and horizontal viewers, because even though the horizontal streams get literally 0 to 2 views, well, concurrent viewers, every time it hits 1 view, that's 1 new person that saw my content. So like it shows it to 50, like, let's say 50 new people a video. I mean, it's currently sitting at 89. That's 89-ish new people that have seen my content. Whereas the horizontal stream says 54, and it's been at 4+ viewers the whole entire time. It's because the horizontal streams, they get shown to basically just my subs, but the vertical streams, they get shown in the shorts feed, and the shorts feed is constantly new people. So even though the vertical streams are not performing very good at all, or even performing at all, even a little bit, it's new people, all new people. Whereas the horizontal streams, I'm getting basically no new viewers at all. So on the outside, it looks like, oh my God, shorts, they're not working at all. Or the vertical stream is not working at all. I have 0 viewers currently. Like right now, it says I have 0 viewers in the short stream. But overall, I had 89 new people saw my content. Now, how many of them were turned into subs? I don't know. Yes, Andrew. If you want to know why those are the good times, I can explain to you why. It's kind of obvious. Well, just because it says 0 doesn't mean there are 0. The thing is not super accurate. No. It's based on how many possible people can watch your video. So 12 p.m., you would think, oh, everybody's at work. Like, nobody's going to watch at 12 p.m. But actually, in reality, 12 p.m. is actually 6 p.m. in Europe, 7 p.m. in Europe, 8 p.m. in Europe. All the times that people are just getting home from work and watching YouTube. So yes, you still get the lunch break people, you get the unemployed people, and you get all of Europe at 12 p.m. And then 7 p.m. is the same reason, but in America. 7 p.m. is the same reason. People are getting off work and they're watching YouTube. But the reason why 12 to 1 works so well is because you're getting American viewers and you're getting all of Europe. Yeah, I would never recommend, or I mean, is Scott, I think even Scott posts his videos at 1 p.m., I believe, or 12 p.m. One of those two, 12 or 1. It's just because it just has the most overlap with potential views. Wait, oh, I have 2 proteins. Okay. Having both Europe and America, even if a lot of the Americans aren't able to watch your stream because they're at work, you still get all the people that are unemployed. And then all the people in Europe. Okay, I need to go to the 9th floor to get to the heal lady. Haha! I snuck past that guy. Outsmarted him. I feel like I'm missing training right now. Like, I defeated Rival 5 last time at level 55. Are you telling me I can earn 7 levels while I'm in here? That seems like a lot of levels. Are there really 7 levels worth of training, or did I skip somewhere? I know I already skipped the fighting dojo. That's 1 level. I'll have to revisit the fighting dojo. And by revisit, I mean visit it for the first time. Okay, so 9th floor is about to be done. Okay, I'm gonna head over here real quick, battle this guy, and then heal. Get my digs back. Oh, right, you're right. The real goal is not the levels, but to outspeed the Gyarados. Oh, also, we remember now we can get Earthquake and get the PP ups while we're here. Oh, you know what? Should not have gotten that Hyper Potion just now. That was really stupid. Now I need to make room. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I go to the 10th floor right now and I can take 1 Carbos right now, but the Machoke prevents me from taking the 1 Carbos? Like, the stat XP on this Machoke gets me to 0. Okay, it didn't, but imagine if it did. All right, we don't need the Ether. We don't need... Oh, no. 2 max. Oh, sorry. Hyper Potion. Carbos. All right, we're about to make some good room. 26. All right, Bone Club can go. Now, more importantly, PP. Oh, wow. I never picked up the PP up in... Okay. I'll have to pick up the PP up at some point. But anyways, I just made room, so that's good. Okay, so that's 10th floor. Oh, no, the 11th floor guy is awful. He doesn't even count as training. No, the Erica PP up. I know you're thinking which PP up is that, but I mean Celadon. I just said that for no reason. Dang it. I was looking at the part where he said we're here, and then I was like, but it says 0 still. That's all right. I'll pick up that PP up on the way to Erica. In fact, you know what? I could probably do Erica before Rival 5. All right, let's get to the 9th floor quick. All right, I think I need to do the 8th. No, we just did the 8th. All right, the 7th. All right, we're running out of time for Bubble Beam. We're getting close to the double edge time. You know what I find weird? That we have 101 attack and 68 special attack, but our attack stat is 50 and our special attack is 40. Like, it should only be 10. It should only be 20% off, and yet it's 30. Oh, badge boost. All right, badge boost. Never mind. That makes perfect sense. I was about to say it's 10% off, but once you add the, or sorry, it's like 30% off. But when you add the extra 12.5% from the badge boost, now it makes perfect sense. All right, so that's the 7th floor. 6th. I'm not gonna do blue until I at least feel like I've done everything I can, because right now I haven't really lost any random trainers. I haven't really wasted any time like walking to places that I shouldn't be walking. I've just been efficiently playing this playthrough. Like, there was a lot of time I had to think. There was a lot of time I went in the wrong direction. There was a lot of time I was just like digging to the wrong places. There's a lot of time I did all this extra healing. Like, I've just been efficiently playing the second playthrough. So I can actually afford to do even more training on this one if I wanted. But we're gonna get to 55. Oh, I already did that one? Interesting. Okay. 4. Okay, we've already done the 3rd floor, so after this one is just the 2nd floor. All right, so already done the 3rd, now the 2nd. Like, the room, like, just go, not having to go back and forth between all the rooms has saved me so much time in general. Like, I was going up, down, healing too much last time. All right. This is where I wanted to use the dig specifically. All right, I'm saving the last two digs. One for this Weezing and the last one for the Magneton. All right, there's one more trainer. I'm actually gonna dig out and not go to the 9th floor. All right, now we're gonna go to the fighting dojo, and the fighting dojo should definitely get us to the 55 we need. Eh. And who knows? I might actually just one-shot sweep them this time. Oh, I do remember I wanted to be... Oh, no, I don't think I needed to be close to a level up. That's rival 6. I need to be close to a level up so I don't level up because of the agilities. I'm not using a badge boosting move this time. Oh, but I guess... No, wait. Does Rival 5 have a Rhyhorn? Huh. I feel like I should know this by now, with 1,000 playthroughs. Oh well. I mean, Rhyhorn is just such a forgettable Pokemon. I mean, I guess that would make sense why I can't remember if he has a Rhyhorn, because he doesn't. Okay, body slam. Oh, right, I need a double edge. That's really unfortunate. Okay, well, you know what? Actually, we can two-shot it without double edge. I'm still going to teach it, but looks like we don't need it. At least not right now. Okay, that was definitely less than half. Okay, it might be a range, but I should definitely use the body slam first turn so I can get the paralysis. Because that gives me an extra chance of the, you know, like, add that on to the, you know, chance of Hydro Pump miss. You know, there's the chance that Hydro Pump misses, but there's also the chance that he gets fully paralyzed and then fully paralyzed. We can finish it off with double edge. Just have to get a miss or fully paralyzed. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts. And the worst part is there's still no guarantee after that because we could easily get hit by a Razor Leaf. Oh, not even just a Razor Leaf, the Alakazam could also knock us out. Really, this is probably the hardest battle. Like the most unpredictable, like you need something to go your way battle. Okay, by now there should have been at least one Hydro Pump miss. We've have 7 resets. In fact, there should almost be 2 misses by now. Okay, well with 3... Oh, you cannot be serious. The time I got hit by 3 sand attacks is the time it gets the Hydro Pump miss. That's so unfortunate. Okay. The worst part is like the 20% chances to get the battle started. Oh no, not sand attack. Okay, well at least he didn't miss that time. Honestly, I subconsciously want him to hit me when I get hit by sand attack. Last time I actually beat him with the sand attack. Unbelievable how there's only been one miss. Not even a fully parried yet. There we go. Double edge. Psybeam crit. Of course, there's a Psybeam crit. Uh-huh. Crazy Leaf. Oh! It couldn't have been Vine Whip. Psybeam crit and Razor Leaf. Now, to be fair, the Razor Leaf was going to beat us single-handedly, but feels bad. Aha, back to back. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, see how low of a range that was? Oh, potion? Okay. Okay, since we can't knock out Venusaur, I might as well use Body Slam for the paralyzed chance. Oh my god. I missed. Darn it. There's something about this when I go up and to the left, he seems to miss a lot more. It's like an AI manipulation of our own. Not like 100%, but the chance is greater. Whenever we went directly to the left, he never missed. I don't know why I get the strange fascination that I want to see how much damage Hydro Pump does. When in hindsight, I should just reset immediately. Darn it! I went directly left. Okay, you know what? We're manipulating the AI a little bit. When you do everything the same, you know the definition of insanity is like doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Well, ironically, that is exactly how Pokemon works. In the early games, you do something exactly the same pixel at the exact same time, and you do get the same results. Like you pretty much always get the same results. So sometimes it's useful to get a new save going. Like it's not a coincidence that the moment I moved and then saved, I got a different result. Yes, someone could probably say coincidence, but no, I think the battle just was slightly different based on me moving. Maybe not even the moving, the me saving. Like the me saving in a different spot means that like the results were 10 seconds different than the previous result. I need to get in the habit of doing that more. We have 25 resets. I probably should have done that way earlier. All right, now we can do Erica. I wonder if I should have considered doing Erica before Rival 5. Oh well. Crap, I did get it? Oh, that means I missed the... Oh well, it's too late now. I missed it somewhere else. Oh, you know what? I missed on the bicycle path. Cycling road. That's all right. It is what it is. We wasted so much time on Rival 5. I am not sure if we can beat 141 at this point, but we'll do our best. Who knows? We might get a better Lance. Although, getting a better Lance is not necessarily about getting better luck, but more or less me actually managing to get a, what was it called? The full restores. Crap, it just dawned on me. I don't think I bought extra, super repels. Those super repels would have been for the power plant, which in hindsight we did actually never use the PP up from the power plant, so we technically still do that. See, we wasted an iron, we wasted a carbos, and we wasted a calcium. Even though I spread them out this time, still wasted them. Just goes to show when you do that much training, there's not really much you can do to improve. It's just the fact that I did so much training, there's just no way I can use the late game vitamins. Looks like the only thing that would have helped me is the HP up, which just after battling, I think that electrode trainer just now, just hit 0. Interesting. I must pretty much be at the exact same spot as last time because I just barely outsped the Ninetales last time. Oh wait, no, I'm outspeeding the Ninetales by a lot this time. Interesting. I saw in the overworld it said I had 83, and I'm like, last time I had 84. Apparently this time I have 93. That's interesting. How could I possibly have 10 more speed? Did I really, like, efficiently use my vitamins by using one less? That well? Oh, I don't know. I wonder if I'm using a perfect Cubone or not. I wonder if I'm using a better Cubone. Oh my god. It's been so long since I did a run. I can't remember if I gave myself a perfect Cubone or not. Oh well. Would explain how I have more speed. Uh-oh. I didn't save. Okay. It never dawned on me that I could get wrapped to death there. All right, we're not going to forget Sabrina this time. All right, so after Sabrina, we'll get Mimic. What was our fourth move? I can't remember what our fourth move was supposed to be. Instead of dig. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna fix the super repel thing right now. In fact, we'll just go do that now. Doesn't really matter when you do it. In hindsight, I wonder if it actually takes 2 super repels or 3 super repels. I just bought 2. Crap. Oh well, I plan on healing before I get in Giovanni's gym anyways. No, it looks like I'll be fine. 2 will be fine. Alright, PP up. Earthquake. Out. If they are very similar, then I probably did set them right, Annie. But it's good to know that I did. Thank you. I literally just cannot remember if I did. Okay, I got 2 max potions. Aha, sucker. Dug tree was faster than me and it dug in a hole and I dug in a hole. Ironically, I dug in a hole by accident. Turned out to be the smart move. You know what's ironic? That trainer can use an X item while it's underground and cheat like Giovanni does. So even if I made the right play there, it still could have been the wrong play based on if it wanted to use a X item. I can't remember if it was a guard spec or an X item though. I wonder how much XP Giovanni gives. I think 9,800 is probably Not enough. I'm probably gonna have to battle a wild Pokemon or two after Giovanni. $8,500, so I will be 1,300 short. Where do I get 1,300 XP very quickly? I guess we'll battle a water trainer. I love how this water the encounter rate is so low that you don't really even need to worry about using super repel. All right, 63. Pretty much the same as last time. Got all of our rare candies. Got Mimic. I don't remember what our fourth move was supposed to be instead of Dig. Oh, I think it's supposed to be Rest. I was really hoping to get hit by a Leer there. Oh, Hydro Pump missed on the first try? Nice. Okay, so we need at least 2 Leers. Oh, lucky. All right, we just saved some time, so that's good. All right, we need to get some hyper potions. All right. Heal up. Battle all the trainers. We're gonna be cutting her real close in that 141. Darn it. Like we kind of have to have the Elite Four go exactly the way as we plan. It's so nice that the water here is fake. It looks like water, but there are no encounters there, so it is not water. Oh, you know what? No, actually, you know what? It's a man-made pond, and they forgot to fill it with fish. Okay. I really don't like double edge, but it hurts. All right. We could use up to two elixirs here. I should probably double edge the Machop. Oh my god, the Machop lived. Wow. Like I was gonna double edge the Machop just to waste off the double edge PP because it has less HP. All right, so let's say we want to get to level. Remember, 68 is probably not good enough. What am I talking about? 68. Of course, we need to hold one candy, so wouldn't be 68. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before I move that boulder, let's get this guy out of the way. And now we can move the boulder. Oh. Okay. Oof. Okay. That worked out really well, actually. No spore for you. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and save because of the crab hammer. Hurts so good. Oh, Blastoise, you're probably gonna knock me out, aren't you? Okay. That was kind of expected. All right, well, this one trainer is not gonna give us 10,000 XP, so we're done here. Bunny Speed, an F tier Pokemon. We're not giving that a chance for a third run. Although, to be fair, it's not like it's a terribly hard Pokemon. If once you figure out exactly how much training you need, it's just a lot of training. All right, let's not screw up the rare candies this time. Let's actually just straight up not even look at Lorelei. Last time I was looking at Lorelei and I accidentally over-clicked and started Lorelei early. No, we're not doing a third run. But thank you for re-upping your membership. All right, we need to get to 2 levels. We need 2 levels before Lance, which is definitely doable. All right, so this should 2-shot Cloyster. Nice miss, a clamp. That was really helpful. All right, Mimic, Amnesia. All right, no growls, no growls, no growls. Perfect. How do you change the starter for the run? It's something called the Universal Pokemon Randomizer. You just put the ROM in, and then you're able to change a whole bunch of stuff. But you don't have to change a bunch of stuff. You can just change the Pokemon, and that's it. You can just change the starter. That's what I did. I changed the water starter, the Cubone. Oh no. Oh, Agatha's not gonna get us one level. We're gonna have a range. We're gonna have a range on the Gyarados. That's gonna suck. I don't know if there's a video out there, but it's like super self-explanatory. I could even show it if you want to wait to the end of the run. But essentially you just download the Universal Pokemon Randomizer and you open it up. Then in the top, it won't let you do anything at all in the Universal Randomizer until you select the ROM. So you have to select the ROM. Then once the ROM is selected, there's a whole bunch of tabs with stuff that you can edit. You just pick the starter tab and then you just change the starter and then you click save. Really simple. Oh, right. I forgot. I have rest. I can easily just rest up on the next Pokemon. Duh. I'm not beholden. Okay, well, still apparently a range. Unfortunately, now that I'm not level 80, it's not a consistent two-shot on Gyarados. Unfortunately, maybe the HP stat was probably part of the equation. Oh. Okay, well, regardless, it looks like we're gonna need the Hydro Pump miss. Okay, well, we've lost now 5 times. Where's this Hydro Pump miss? Okay, you know what I need to do? I need to take my own advice and resave to reset the luck. Okay, hold on. No, the last candy's for the champion. We 100% need the badge boost for the champion MVF. We actually need all 6 badge boosts from the Rhydon. We need to have the Rhydon tail whip us 6 times. And that allows us to one-shot the... Wow, I got a crit and he got a crit. Oh man, we're not going to beat our 141 time. Darn it. Darn. We're so close. Just miss one Hydro Pump, man. It's not that hard. I've lost like what 7 or 8 times now. You should have at least missed once. Unbelievable. I've even reset the luck multiple times. Just miss. How are you the amazing, never missing Hydro Pump Gyarados? Like just miss one time. Like we're good. Once you miss one time, we're good. We have rest. We literally pretty much can't lose. Just miss. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Math says it should have missed like 3 times by now. Well, 2 times. But we're getting finally. Okay. Mimic. Agility. Agility. All right. Rest. No, not like this. Not like this. Do not make me hit myself to death. This is not happening. We are not going to lose this run because we're going to hit ourselves to death. I will use extra rests to make sure this doesn't happen. Okay. If we first try the champion, we could win this. We could probably beat the previous run if we first try the champion. Okay. We can do this. Uh-huh. Mimic. Cover. Earthquake. Okay, don't crit, don't crit. Thank you. All right, you need to hit us with tail whips like quickly, and a lot of them. A lot of tail whips and quick. No, you need to not miss. Stop it with the fury attack. Tail whip. Thank you. Leer, tail whip, leer, tail whip. All of it works. Leer, tail whip. Just keep it with the leers and keep it with the tail whips. We need to get to 6. Stop that. You're just wasting time. Okay, well, we lost. Unfortunately, we didn't get there fast enough. But you know what? On the bright side, we pretty much proved that this is a, oh my god. Wow, we got lucky with that miss. I can't believe that was a range on the Gyarados. We pretty much proved that Cubone is a consistent 141, 142. We lost by like 30 seconds. Can you believe that somebody can play this run? Can you believe somebody could play something for an hour and 40 minutes? An hour and 40 minutes and be within 30 seconds of the previous time they played it for an hour and 40 minutes. Like how does this happen? That something can be so consistently bad that it takes exactly an hour and 41 to 42 minutes. By the way, Lynn Fate, I will show you the universal Pokemon randomizer real quick. All right, so all right, let me double check the stream now that I have that open. All right, so there's the universal Pokemon randomizer. You have to get a ROM. So I have a ROM saved on my desktop. Pokeblue. All right. Now you could have save settings, you know, for if you want to have, you know, customized settings that you like to play on. But for the most part, I just go to starters, statistics, and trades, change the starter Pokemon to Cubone, and then I click randomize. And that's it. I just save it to the location I want to save it, which for me is my ROMs folder. As you can see, I already have Cubone right here. And that's pretty much all I do. You can do some things if you find them annoying. Like, for instance, wild Pokemon, you can change the catch rate to 255, so everything's got a 33% catch rate. You can make it so trainer Pokemon are higher leveled. You can make them random. I don't mess with movesets or anything like that. I mean, I don't change anything, but like, you know, if I were to change things, you know, there's a lot of fun stuff you can change in here. You can even change like fastest text. You can fix the crit rate, even though I don't think the fixed rate is broken. The fixed rate is exactly the way it should be in Generation 1. You can randomize the PC potion if you want one extra weird item. But yeah, it's pretty simple to use. Let's see. Does Double Edge do extra damage because of the defense drop 6 times? No, there's something called the badge boost glitch, and if you get hit by Tail Whip, all of your stats that you get boosted thanks to having gym badges get applied again. So if I get a defense drop, all my stats go up by 12.5. Then if I get another defense drop, my stats go up by 12.5. But if you level up, they all revert back. They all revert back to nothing when you level up. So that's why I use a rare candy to make sure I don't level up. Ruins the crit rate, right? Exactly. But But anyways, it was certainly a run. It will be in 101st place. Although to be fair, I have not added Venonat or the other Venonat or Meowth. I don't think I've added either one of those to the leaderboard yet. So there are gonna be 3 Pokemon added to this leaderboard. So we're actually gonna have a whole extra row almost done here, and we'll be on to the 106 row. But we're making great progress. We're at 106 runs done out of 140-ish. I don't really plan on doing the mid-tier level ups. Even when I do my top 10 videos, I don't think anybody is going to really care about the mid-tier Pokemon, except for Kadabra and Haunter. You know what? Maybe it's about time I give Haunter a run. I wonder if I can beat my Gengar time with Haunter, because that's how much better I am at the game now. Although 45 minutes is really hard to beat. Plus, I think Gengar gets a pretty big boost in stats over Haunter. But I think that would be interesting. I have given Kadabra a run, so Haunter probably deserves his own run. But like Pokemon like Pidgeotto, like, no, I don't think I need to do them. Ivysaur, no. I mean, look, some other Pokemon later when I'm done with all of them need to redo, like Charizard, but that's for its own time. Everything deserves deserves a first playthrough before I do second playthroughs, except for that Weedle. That Weedle one is technically wrong because I played it on instant text and not fast text. But that's something I'll mention to speed way later. But anyways, let's see. What are we doing? I think we're doing. Let's see. I want to say we're doing Pokemon Coliseum Part 1. Mentioned what? Oh, the Weedle. When we do, I need to redo Weedle, but at fast text speed, not instant text speed. And then obviously I want to do Magikarp and Caterpie that are Gen 7 versions, but that's for later down the line. I mean, we could do 30 runs before I do those again, but that's just something. I believe John has sent me an updated ROM, so the Pokemon Coliseum will work this time. I have left the video up there for anybody who wanted to see it, but the moment I do this run tomorrow, I will be deleting the run from the previous run. Nobody needs to see the run where Ho-Oh only knows Growl, because apparently it was a Zigzagoon that only knew Growl before. We don't need to see that. But anyways, have a nice night, guys. I will. Oh, yeah, Annie. We did not randomize the moves. What happened was that the Pokemon got replaced, but the moves didn't get replaced. See, Annie, I posted both. I post both of them. Members get the backport list. Non-members don't. Yeah. But have a nice night, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.